Smoke move from DuBu as well as Febby.
Oh, this would
They're coming down to bottom lane. But at the same time as Universe TPs to go for the Darkseer, he bags himself outside of the Sprout, and with the Surge, he's back towards the T1 tower. With the Fairy Fire, he'll actually survive, and the support is rotated in. Can they find enough damage onto Fear? Maybe with the paralyzing cast, they can have a crack over at Arteezy. It's the extra Iron Shell being thrown out, but okay, yep, they do actually kill Throw Ranger and MP. What a time to rotate on that Invoker. Because that fortification's gone, and EG look for PPD's Fissure for control.
Here's the angle here.
The Tornado's going to fly up with the EMP. So Death Prophet, he gets the ulti off. The shards try and block out Sumail. Unsuccessful at doing so on the Familiars. MP, well, he's going to TP out. There's no stun near it. He's out to safety, but the Familiars catch Febby as well as DuBu. Paralyzing cast will bounce around. They've already lost the Tuskar, and that Spirit Siphon going onto the back of the Witch Doctor. It will not reach him to do the last bit of damage, however. But you will still take the tier 1 tower over on PPD. But he'll probably want to be using that for the Ghost Walk. Now, EMP Tornado. Who do you really catch? It's going to be Universe. The shards lock him in nicely. The follow-up Snowball. And the jump in from QO. Caught Fear on the back line. Familiar's making this a little bit harder for him. He's inside the Shadow Dance, but the Gust back. QO needs to get himself out of this one. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off so far with a profit for the Tuskar. But with extra help of Sumail, he just wipes through, getting himself a double kill. On the back of the Crypt Swarm killing off.
This is a really nice setup from EG, and this is exactly what we were talking about. That might prove to be an issue for MVP. Just when you go for the fight like this.
ForEV.
Okay.
Went for a double, and then the Fissure, the Familiars, again, perfectly positioned here by Fear. PPD's on the chase after MP, but as the Prophet TP forward from Universe, he's got Sprout available just to ensure that Invoker does not run away. They'll have to see. Here comes that Sigil. It's going to scan out what EG is attempting to do, and that's kill off Roshan. Now, he's pretty damn low already. They need to get themselves in there. QO blinks himself forward, chasing up after Arteezy. The Fidget Tram creates some space with the Shadow Dance. QO can keep fighting, but the Witch Doctor Death Ward doesn't really do enough. Now, ForEV with a great zoning wall. EG will have a hard time fighting here inside the river, but then again, they're still underneath that ulti of Sumail. They need to kill him off, and they've done so. Arteezy also very, very low on life. He was locked in by Universe's own Sprout. It looked like he was actually isolating out the Tuskar at the same time. That a perfect Fissure. These Familiars, they have to be picked off because DuBu's died to him too quickly, and Fear just re-summons the Echo Slam, helping with the extra damage. It's still a 2-for-2 trade-off. MP versus Universe, but Universe currently with a better advantage ground. He'll have his Sprout up in 1 second time. Can he actually lock MP in? He's a little bit too far away with a call snap, but MP turn. It means he now comes in range with the Familiars following. The perfect drop down. Does QO get it too? Yes, he will. He finds that kill over. And now Death Prophet, X isn't going to trigger. It's off cooldown again, but MVP, they've managed to basically loop themselves around the back. PPD is the isolated one, but in comes QO once again. Roshan solo is almost dead. The EMP in a really great position. PPD is going to be out of mana, and the Death Wall from DuBu in a great position. He'll be almost a full duration out for him, hitting everyone from EG, but it's still a 1-for-1 trade-off. And DuBu needs to get himself away from Sumail. Very difficult to do. His paralyzing cast will come back off cooldown now, but if he turns for this one, yeah, he was dead anyway. It'll create space for the rest of his team.
I feel like you just go Scotty into BKB, and then it's almost impossible for QO to die in a game like this.
Well, QO jumping in again on Arteezy. He'll pounce himself away. Safety. PPD was waiting for him with the Fissure. ForEV was able to actually get his Greaves off, but QO the back, the wall on the 4. PPD caught in that one, and QO will go down with extra TP arriving in from the Nature's Prophet. But a Ranger drive, remember, you've still got the Aegis Immortal on Arteezy. And they start hitting into the base. Double vac wall does nice. QO again. He really wants that Drow Ranger with a Shadow Dance. It's not going to be enough. The Familiar drop downs. 2 of them were able to connect, and then PPD with that Fissure. Able to fight him too, but Sumail not in the greatest position of all, but the Tuskar, I don't think he really wanted to willingly snowball himself into this one, but Febby way too deep. EG just backed up when they saw that snowball coming, and now they can just reinsert into the top lane. And EMP Tornado, MP is really stalling this game up as much as he possibly can. QO again potentially caught out. Spirit Siphon and Silence. He can't just pounce himself away. The Vac and now paralyzing Cask means Sumail is in a little bit too deep himself, and then just keeps bouncing onto him. EG having a hard time getting out of this one. QO forward and then bounces back, but PPD in with the Echo Slam. He needs more follow-up damage. In the end of the day, it looked good, it looked flashy, but it achieved very, very little. Sprout actually pushing QO away. If giving them some room to move. Kuro wants to go in again, jumping forward with that BKB. This time it's a guaranteed kill over on PPD. He moves to Arteezy as well. There's no leash for another 2 seconds. He's got the pounce amp up in a moment, and there it is, jumping on top of Arteezy. Take away that bonus as well as the Aegis Immortal, but the Exorcism is up and doing some serious work here for Sumail. He'll have the buyback coming in from the Darkseer. Febby with a snowball, the TP out. He'll have the time. Familiars won't get the stuns off, and Kuro back into the engagement. You got the deafening blast, pushing back Fear in the back into a big wall, catching up 4 players from EG. You've still got Sumail doing too much damage. They'll isolate him on the side. Thanks to that ice wall, actually does absolutely nothing. He's on the back of a haste rune. Finally, they'll send him up into the air and bring him down. And Kuro wants to find him. The Exorcism was about to wear up a Kuro. He finds the kill, but on bottom lane, Universe doing radish kind of things. He's a dire observer ward is allowing Kuro to know exactly what he is up against. And now, well, he jumps forward. The Yule set to buy a little bit of space, but Sunstrike right on top of PPD. Kuro again, and he really doesn't care about this BKB timing. He just keeps going, pounces, gets the leash. He found the Dro Ranger. The Gus pushing it back. Shadow Dance will allow Kuro to just run himself away, and Sumail does not want to chase too far. In fact, now, because you know it, they just want to jump out to reinitiate. Sumail out too far, and Febby's going to help punish him. The snowball forward goes into buying the space, but another back wall from ForEV, catching out two. Fear included. They have to get out here, MVP, because Universe are coming in, and do they have enough protection? ForEV's doing everything he possibly can. The Shards actually pushing Kuro outside of the Sprout. Now the Death Ward. DuBu will be stopped, but the paralyzing cast did so much work. Now Sumail hits the deck. Who's going to go down? Still not Febby. Someone hardly anyone for MVP. They're actually surviving. Sumail will also find that kill. They finally bring down the Darkseer. It felt like they had to work so damn hard for that one. DuBu
has to go deal with the top lane, meaning if EG kind of focus on this bottom lane, that they're always going to have the advantage in numbers.
This is a nice way for Kuro to do it. The BKB mean the Gus doesn't push him back. And that is no Arteezy for a full minute. Keep your eyes on that bottom lane as well. The dire observer from MVP. They knew exactly where PPD and Universe was. He'll go for the Sprout, but he's still perfectly visible. They'll flip him like a pancake. And EG will lose 3 heroes in very quick concession. This time they don't have the dire observer ward just sitting on the hillside. But Kuro, well, they find a target. The pounce will be a little bit off. They're going after Fear. Sumail's been able with that paralyzing cast, isolating these 2 heroes. PPD with a fissure at least keeps DuBu out. He won't be able to find that kill. Kuro is the first one to spill the blood. And again, this Darkseer back wall causing chaos. And Universe barely escapes. The snowball is still forward. And now the Death Prophet. They will test and see if they can get through him. That bloody Ghost Scepter with a Yule Scepter right behind it. They just can't deal the damage. But Kuro now he can. A double kill for him, bringing down the big one, bringing down Sumail. They're stalling up, like they're smoked up, but they must not be 100% certain what's going on. Roshan still ticking down, now below 1,000. So Kuro, he'll find this kill. The back wall catches out 2. PPD looking for DuBu with a 4-star back. Kuro, he's trying to get rid of PPD with the Echo Slam going off. DuBu's going to find him on the back corner. So PPD, he'll trigger around from the malediction. Meanwhile, Universe, he's got himself a double kill. They're back in the mid lane as well. These bloody familiars, they're pushing onto the melee racks. MVP has to clean house. The Darkseer will buy back into the game. PPD's Echo.
I think what's really happening right now is they're just going for the slow siege. Just
really great catch. They caught Arteezy on the sidelines. Kuro's there. He bounced back in. The Sunstrike again from MP. The perfect position. Kuro just wants the tower. He's still got the Aegis Immortal. ForEV caught in the back lines by Fear, but then again, Fear doesn't have enough damage to really kill off ForEV. They're 4-staffing out here, MVP. The chance to block the ramp. EG, they cannot chase.
Kuro's just going to wait out the silence, look for the re-engages. The Ghosts, once they clear, they're in such a rough position. I think Nature's Prophet.
In he comes. Exorcism still got like another 5 to 10 seconds or so. The Shards again blocking the ramp. EG, they're separated. 2 heroes and 3. The Death Prophet. Now the Exorcism, it is gone. It will wear out. There's no more damage from a Kuro. Needs that space to try and regenerate himself up away from the rest of EG.
They're gonna go
able to do so, and there's the pounce. They found Arteezy again on the back of the leash. Arteezy will be controlled. There's no Mr. Blade charge. Remember the Aegis. Immortal Kuro wants to commit, and with the snowball, they're able to do so. Fear with a fresh resummon. They'll flip him again with that Walrus Punch, and Fear will go down. The Familiars trying to make as much space as possible. But EG, they've lost so many players, but again, Universe just keeps going and going. Why not? When you've got easy regeneration outside the vision of EG, they drop down the meatball over on top of Sumail, and the Echo Slam out from PPD, catching 3. The snowball is there for a quick protection of PPD. Ghost Center will protect him for the moment. Sumail, he triggers off the Exorcism, but he's already fairly low, and Kuro with it back. They've got him. 2 heroes down. This could be it right now. Again, they're in. The buyback front lines. He's down as well. The Monkey King bar. He'll fly out at the moment for Rev. Well, they're all just backing up again. MVP, they haven't lost anyone. And look at QO's regeneration rate. He's ready to go again.
They've got to be so careful, though. Universe does have the buyback available, but MVP, they smell blood. They're immediately going to go for this with no glyph available. Look how quickly QO just cuts through that. All it would take is one initiation.
The three-man back into a huge snowball start. There it is. MVP. They are going to see if they can bring down the Death Prophet as well. MP's there doing as much damage. Sumail will dodge it. Universe is actually doing a lot of revenge damage into that Darkseer. DuBu, the protection's out, but ForEV and Febby have already been lost. DuBu as well. Universe pumping out a crap ton of damage by QO. He's back into the fight, and Universe life is now forfeit, as well as his mid-racks. What can really even be traded off right now? The Death ForEV himself. He is the ultimate support right now in the PPD. He just goes on QO, the BKB. It gets off in time. He initiates. He finds Arteezy. Man, he gets mobbed with a double kill. This could be the game right now. Perez back to the front lines. They need Sumail to do some serious lifting right now, but a back wall again from ForEV. Too good. Febby's all over him, and that will be the death of the Death Prophet. Even with the Yules up, he's actually got Ghost Scepter as well. MP taking a lot of damage from this. Universe locked inside this ice wall. Febby back in, and now QO also re-engages. It's going to be a team wipe. MVP, they have managed to do it and take game one in this grand final against Evil Geniuses.
Come swinging in game one. Unbelievable.
And